Good evening and welcome. Welcome to my live stream. Here tonight, fight CPS and stop taking our children. Yeah, that's right. You heard me right. We are fighting CPS. It's a government entity that has gone bad, gone rogue. Not all CPS is bad, but a lot of them are. About half of the agency are. It's all about money. And you may encounter a very terrible experience where CPS has come into your life and taken your children when they were not in danger. It's a horrible feeling and sadness to the heart that you don't know what to do. It's a government entity that was started in around 1962, where they were told by Congress to protect our children, social services, from neglect and abuse. But instead, just opposite has happened to them. Many are caught up, don't know what happened to them. I'm one of those. And it's a sad, sad experience. You're helpless because you're dealing with the agency that's out of control. Now I'm on here twice a day, 7 days a week. That's 14 live streams. My evening live stream is on at 7 o'clock every night of the week. And my other live stream is on in the mornings, in the weekdays. Monday through Friday, it's on at 10 o'clock. And on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, it's on at 8 o'clock. The live streams are about 1 hour long. Now, I know you guys have maybe had a long day, and I know that you don't want to sit there and talk about CPS. But I too was a victim of CPS. I've been doing so. I've been fighting it now for 15 years. And I've put together 5 rules that should help you when you're fighting CPS. Mm. Now, I want to welcome Cruella. That's Felicia from Oxnard, California. I'm so glad to see you. She's a wonderful mom who lost her 2 babies for months. Her dad won't give them back to her. She also has her stepbrother ousted her out of a home that she was living in and taking care of her mom who needed her assistance. Her mom owns the home, but her brother was able to convince the commissioner, he's not even a judge, to leave the home. Now Felicia has to go and live off the land there, living in a car, sleep in a car. It's terrible. I'm okay, Cruella. I worry about you. Not only she has her problems with her babies, her mother's not been seen for months, and she doesn't know what to do. Excuse me. Now I know this is something you don't feel comfortable about, but it does happen. The only trouble is there's some bad elements out there that make your life even worse. Now, I'm here to help you. I've been trying to help Cruella with her eviction and getting her babies back. I'm very, very, very tired, Cruella. Well, you let a commissioner hear your eviction case, which you should have only had a judge. Um, well, in your case, I don't know which way to help you. Okay, great. You talked to a couple of attorneys downtown Oxnard. Hope they can help you. I know you get the same response over and over. They want money, you don't have money to give, and they don't want to help. Now, Parker has been in here a couple of times, and glad to see you, Parker. You finally caught the show from the start. Good. I'm glad to see you here, Parker. By the way, where are you from, Parker? I forgot. I know I forgot. Now, Krilla says, but referred me to another referral service. One I've been referred to by others. To go through and you got evicted. What is the hearing on, Parker? That's right, you're from Georgia. So what's the hearing on, Parker? Hi, Bob. Hi, Andrea. Who's the best dependency court attorney in the area here? Well, I would say there's an attorney named Mark and an attorney named Bruce. Both of them are really good dependency attorneys. Um, Cruella, do a trick, which is Felicia. Prayers for your hearing. Yes, I may the judge and all the other officials make it clear and fair choices. And hello, Dorothy Cook from North Carolina. Dorothy Cook is in the house and she's summarizing things that I've said. So glad to see you, Dorothy Cook. And also, I got a couple emojis. That is great. I got a care emoji by Dorothy Cook and by Donna Yanko-Sky. Glad to have both of you. Thank you, Donna Yanko-Sky. I got thumb ups from Donna Yanko-Sky. That's great. That's great. Now, Parker Park from Georgia says that CPS, the Child Protection System, and in his case is called the Department of Family and Child Services, DFSCS, wanting a blanket vaccinations. I'm wanting to delay them and wait for informed consent. Daughter just had open heart surgery and is deemed medically fragile. I agree. You know, necessary, not all medications are good or up to date. Dorothy Cook says, Corella and Donna, that's great. Okay. Anyway, does anyone have any questions or do you want to hear about my rules? What would you like me tonight to talk about? This live stream is up to you guys, how you want to make it. Now, Parker says we're on a reunification plan, and I want to have them back in my custody before vaccinations are done behind my back. I agree. Your medical rights, you as parents have medical rights that have not been taken away, and you have a right for your children. This room, you guys are really kind to one another, helping and supporting each other. That's a good thing to do. Now, Parker says they're on a reunification plan. I want them back in my custody before vaccinations are done behind my back. Now, Andre tells Parker says they took our children, accused us of withholding food before they diagnostic VSD. What is VSD? Now, Parker in Georgia says they took our children and they accused us of withholding food before they diagnosed it a VSD, which I forgot what that stands for. Now, Dorothy says, Bob, I didn't know they sent a letter of findings to the person or persons that made CPS allegations. Oh, ventricular septal defect. Okay, I know what VSD is now. It's a hole that allows organ rich blood straight into the lungs. Wow. Now, Parker says um, the hole that allows oxygen rich blood straight into the lungs. And Dorothy Cook says, Parker reunification plan wants them back in custody before their children uh, are immunized or done behind her back. The heart defect, right, Andrea? Now I know it'd be kind of slow tonight, but everybody's struggling. Everybody's struggling. Now I had forgotten to put some things up that I need to put up. Um, this is interactive, and one of the ways you can be interactive on this live stream is by texting a message, either in the form of a comment or a question about CPS. I also appreciate, besides your first name you give me, is your city of birth, city, or I should say city or county, your city or county. Then you put the state, and if you're outside the United States, put the country. Also, this is the first time that you've texted in. Please tell me about your story. Start from the beginning, the knock on the door, the phone call, or the papers you received into the present. Now, Parker in Georgia says she didn't show any symptoms for a month and then dropped all the weight she had gained within days. And VSD, the ventricular um, heart disease, allows oxygen enriched blood straight into the lungs. Straight into the lungs. Hmm. Now, Parker from Georgia says she didn't show you symptoms for a month. Then she dropped all the weight she had gone within days. Now, Dorothy Cook says VSD um, hold that allows oxygen and rich blood straight into the lungs. Hmm. And Dorothy Cook further says um, they can not be held accountable for the allegations. Why are they allowed to get a letter of findings? Decisions made because of or as a result of the allegations. Well, they're corrupt. CPS has learned about money. It's a $1 trillion business. Now, Dorothy Cook says they have not been held accountable for their allegations. Why are they allowed to get a letter of findings, decisions made because a result of their allegations? Because it's all about money, Dorothy. CPS has learned the easy way to get money. Now, we can also be a guest on my live stream. Let me put the banner up for the live stream. All you have to do is email my show producer, Grace. Her email's there on the screen. Email her one of my 14 shows. I don't want to be a Bob Sunday morning show or Bob Saturday night show or Bob Wednesday morning show or Bob's Monday night show. You pick one of the 14 shows the whole week, and she'll send you a link that'll get you on to the show. Good evening, and welcome to my live stream. Who do I have the? Yes, I am. And who do I have the pleasure of talking to? Yes, you did. I remember that. How are you doing tonight, Diana? Oh, okay. Sure can. Yes, yes. Um, now, again, you you're Diane from Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah, where did your case start, Diane? Was it a knock on the door, a letter in the mail, or you visit the office? That still shouldn't remove the children. What were they saying? What was the worriness of them saying you're doing harm to their children? Okay, all right.
It says the reason they referred me to the parental fitness evaluation bonding study says Miss Diana was referred to the parental fitness evaluation in order to the capacity or interest to provide the ongoing emotional, moral, material, and educational needs for her biological children. Diana has never had custody of her children as CPS took emergency custody of her children after their birth in November 2023. Since that time, William has remained, the children have remained in foster care with their foster parents. Miss Diana is contesting the petition for guardianship with the right to consent to adoption. Uh, she has expressed a desire to be her children's long-term parental resource. I hate the way they word things, Mr.
I know,
Ball.
I know.
To word it that way, long-term parental resource. Like, regardless of what, I'm still their biological
Uh huh.
mom.
Well, were you doing
So,
drugs? Is that why the children were taken? Were you doing drugs and that's why the children were taken? So why were the children taken from you in the hospital? Well, the mental health breakdown is something that we all go through degrees of breakdowns, and it's something that could be fixed. Okay.
they entered uh, Baltimore DSS in November 2023 at 6 days of age, following two child protective services reports from the hospital due to concerns regarding Miss Diana's mental health, lack of stable housing, and inability to provide care for the twins. Following the twins' birth, Miss Diana did not engage with either respondent. She declined to have them sleep in her room. She attempted to hide her son behind a door because he would not stop crying. She expressed suicide ideation leading to her discharge from Mercy being delayed. Results of a psychiatric evaluation yielded diagnosis of an adjustment disorder, borderline personality disorder, and a trauma or stress related disorder. Diana reported feeling overwhelmed by the responsibility of parenting twins and her older child. Additionally, this next part is about my husband. It basically states that he has substance issues.
Well, that sounds terrible.
We saw him rolling a blunt in the hospital room.
Boy. Now, is the father involved with the children? Is the father involved with the children? Okay, so the husband still, why could the children not be placed with the husband? Why couldn't the children not be placed with the husband? Why could the children not be placed with your husband until you get your matter straightened out?
Three of his kids, they returned oldest daughter to me on the basis of me enrolling into a mother baby like drug program slash psychiatric program, but because the program was more so centered on drug and substance use, I signed myself out after a week, and they turned over custody of my oldest daughter to my husband upon the agreement that he and I would not cohabitate.
Why is that?
Which in turn caused me to be homeless because the agreement was that I could not live in the home if he was able to get physical custody of her.
Oh boy.
But all that is like over a year ago. So he has since lost custody of her, and now all three of my children are in care.
Well, that's a horrific story you just shared with us. I thank you so much, Diana from Baltimore. What are your questions?
Which was like a month ago.
Okay. Right, right. I'm still here. I'm still here.
change to TPS and the weekly supervised visits be reduced to monthly supervised visits. What
You should.
the right to ask public defender for this
Well, you have every right.
should be what you that your videos that you post on YouTube, y'all talk about petitioning the court for like an appeal, things like that, and case.
Well, the problem being is that you're using a court-appointed attorney who is useless. They're not trained in juvenile law, family law, dependence. They're not going to fight you. They work for CPS. They're hired by CPS, and they just have a criminal law background. So all they're interested is making money and not really caring about your case. Oh yeah, they make money as soon as they get a number on your child. They start taking money in. Wow. Well, I know. I'm sad that that's the truth about most cases. They get you down and out. They got you down where they want you. They got your child in custody. They are corrupt. They know that. They don't care. They don't care. They do not provide you with support or resources to recover. They're supposed to give you support and resources so that you can be a better mom. Well, well, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to make them fight. If they don't fight, you got to get them replaced. Um, they got to have a strategy. They got to know what they're doing. Yeah, but appeals are not going to help you. I mean, it's good that you do appeal, but you can't retry your case once you've already been tried. They're not going to retry it.
Streets, these different court orders without like pushback, then that's just set in stone. And that's
Right.
really
I concur with you. I concur with you.
um my husband and I just moved into a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom home. Two small apartment, townhouse, duplex thing. Like we just moved last month. So we have like technically I have checked off everything they have asked me to do. So for them to like pursue CPR and then like strip away my visiting right is just crazy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, that was a rude call that came in. They tried to talk to me when I'm on the phone talking. Anyway, it is hard. It's hard to understand because you are found to maybe need some mental health issues, but you can be cured. You can get the resources. They just don't want to do it. See, if you're given resources and support, you could be a better mom. You could be a better mom.
So like, first of all, I need to cross over this mental health stuff. And, in all actuality, like, I don't know anybody who is in perfect mental health. Like, everyone has feelings of, anxiety at times or feelings of depression at times.
I
So
agree.
it's just like absurd to say, oh well, just because you have a mental health issue that you're completely unfit to parent. Like
That's yeah.
no parent walking this earth is perfect,
No,
and none of the
yeah.
stuff that they have like on you is like abuse or neglect. So that's why it's like when they question me, look at me crazy like, well, I don't see how you feel that you're a good parent. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like people who leave their kids in a car in the summertime. I don't do that type of stuff.
Yes, that is a sad part about it. That is. Will you take any medication for your
No.
mental health illness? Okay. All right. And so now you're trying to fight all this on your own because your husband isn't really helping you, is he?
She can remember it. And you guys, like, like everything is so biased against me.
Right,
And
right.
break and overcome any every little thing when it comes to me and make them 15 bullet points. And then, like, with my spouse, it's like, oh, these two things are wrong.
Correct.
I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
It's just like crazy,
We got to
like.
watch our profanity. This is a family show, so watch the profanity. That's okay. That's all right. Um, Dorothy Cook says, have to have a strategy of to know what they're doing. And Corilla says, well, see y'all again tomorrow. Stay safe and well. Yes, it's now my show is over. It's 8:08, so I do have to close down the show. Diane, I'm not saying I want to, but I thank you so much for calling in and sharing your story. And hopefully you'll have some support from the people here. Thank you, Dorothy Cook and Donna yesterday for the care emojis. And thank you, Donna Yanselsky, for the thumbs up. And Diane, thank you for calling in. And I thank you, Parker Park from Georgia and Corella from California, for being here, sharing your woes and stuff. And I want all people to know that never give up on your family, never give up on your children. Always fight because you love your children. There'll be a brief video shown that talks about Mr. Davis. Please watch it. And again, this is Bob Pace and Diana signing off. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. I'm going to be on 2 hours early, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. I have a doctor's appointment at 10, so I won't be on at 10 o'clock. All right? So good night, y'all. God bless. Don't forget to keep fighting for your children. This is Bob and Diana signing off.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against it, it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last ones left. Put your